Morning. Well, now we are gonna start this off right and talk to y'all this morning about some things we're gonna reflect on because we're gonna close this section. Now, when it comes to being a leader in your community, hey, bro, not not everybody could get a good education, but it would be good that you do try to get something under your belt for collateral. Have good credit. Get your credit straight. Build up trust in the bank with a banker, not everybody. Just one banker. Okay? When you're getting ready to do business, these people can pull you out of holes if something was to happen. You gotta take and, you know what I'm saying, scale out the full measure of what you're doing. You have to analyze the whole scene, the whole situation. Like I said, when you got people acting really rude with you, analyze the situation. Do you know this person? Do this person know you? What's in stake? What's at hand? If you go upside their head, don't play into nobody's hands. Forgive yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Then ask God to forgive you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you don't forgive yourself for it, what's the sense of God forgiving you? Because all you're going to do is just continue into that same pattern of allowing your depression to eat you up and cause you to sin. We talked about that the children of God are supposed to be holy. That's the only purpose why you're out there. Okay, out of 70 tribes, which 2 of them was still in the crowd off the mountain. They didn't even go up there on the mountain. That shows that you can't run from God. If he said, bring all the tribes, all the elders of the tribes on the mountain. 2 of them didn't answer. I wonder why. They chose them to lead the world with the word. Do you know what I'm saying, practice any other situation? No. You not. No, you don't do anything, bro. I mean, come on. What are you getting out of practicing their traditions? But broke, locked up, nothing to save you. Everything is happening to you and your community by the curse. If it wasn't, right, the curse, then why do they practice in the church, in the house of God, like they say in the Bible, the same things they, you know what I'm saying, the curse you? Not just give it a try. Try doing what the Bible said not to do and see what happens. Don't let that minister to you if they're ministering what's not said in this book. You'll know a snake when they say, oh man, that book man written. Of course it's man written, fool. It says it in the Bible that Moses wrote it. They tripping. They act like they get their scripture straight from God. They act like their book came straight from God. Man gotta write it. The words come straight from God. Out of all these tribes, we We slaves to the enemy. Out of all these tribes, we can develop our own communities. No matter where we at, it says in the Bible, even if you be scattered abroad, even if you be scattered abroad, you keep my commandments and my judgments to death. This is what you signed up for. We are supposed to be holy. You know what I'm saying? 12 tribes was chosen. That's why they said the chosen tribes, because there was more than 12. 12 tribes was chosen to keep everybody accountable for. Everybody else is accountable for. Okay? Which means what? There's 72, okay? Which means that there are 60 total that we are supposed to keep bait to bring in every year, do the harvest, all that type of stuff, and be holy with if they judges, if they cops, and all that type of stuff. This is how the corruption won't overtip the scale in the world. Is if you get in and do what you're supposed to do. If you can't make it in a corrupt city, you shake the dust off of your shoes and you leave. You go to a city where you can become a cop, you can become a judge or a lawyer and start getting some rank under you. Then you come back to that city most likely and judge it. When it comes to the curse and everything, in my community, as well as a lot of people's communities, they used you to get rid of you. That's how they did it. They turned us against us, and that's how you defeated strong people. You use strong people to get rid of them. Strong-minded, strong-willed. They couldn't do it like they did it before, because a lot of things done changed by law. People started fighting back, using their rights. Now that you're trying to settle down and do the right thing, you can't. Because it's always somebody paying their own brother to go against their own brother. We are supposed to be holy. It says this here. It says, again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. He's talking about the tribes. Not talking about nobody that's caught up in the world, that's outside the tribes, have to shake it fast, whatever. Listen, check it out. It says, if he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right, if the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he had robbed. Okay? Give again that he had robbed. God is saying, walk in the statutes of life without committing iniquity. He shall surely live. He shall not die. None of his sins that he had committed shall be mentioned unto him. He had done that which is lawful and right. Talking about the cross. When one man realized this was Jesus and everything, he asked for forgiveness right then, bruh. Wham. He was forgiven. Other dude, he didn't. Okay? These people know about God. These people was given the opportunity to serve God. and they turned their backs on them for the world. You're gonna die doing that, because that was the deal maker. There's no negotiations. Never be a negotiator, y'all. All right, that's for people that runs game, and they good at it. All you have to do is just make a straight up deal, and that's what God made with the children of God on the mountain. A straight up deal, and blood in, blood out. There's no negotiations. It says, he had done that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. Yet the children of the people say, the way of the Lord is not equal. But as for them, their ways is not equal. When the righteous turn it from his righteousness and commit iniquity, he shall even die thereby. But if the wicked turn from his wickedness and do that which is lawful and right, he shall live thereby. Yet ye say, the way of the Lord is not equal. O ye house of Israel, I will judge you, every one after his ways. Everybody is so mighty in their ways and not of their own book. If you go out of bounds with a football, you have to stop right there and complete that play by doing a whole nother play. Same as basketballs, whatever, there's penalties. In the gospel, you go out of bounds, everything stops. When it comes to God, you think God is not here. You think he's not. You really think he's not. Then tell me, why is it that there are none of the tribes that are seriously doing the right thing in the world if he's not here? It's like none of the people, everybody's so prideful of themselves and what culture they come from, that they just, that's the only thing they worrying about is what they celebrate and everything in the world. It's not about God. It's about their custom and everything, how they dress and look and what they eat and everything. They fashion, bro. That's all it's about. Nobody's not looking at the real picture of good and evil, how the world is dying because of us being so childish with God's work. You can't even complete a simple oath. You can't, you know. They use you to get rid of you. Forgive yourselves. These people were trained and taught to go out there and preach the word of God with inequities. You know what I'm saying? With flaws in it, twists and everything. So we're going to end it with that, man. Because you got to get back your community. You got to start somewhere, and it starts by forgiving yourselves for anything that you've done to each other. You have to forgive what somebody did to you. You have to forgive what you did to somebody. It's a hard pill to swallow, but hey, we constantly killing each other and being overtaken by people who sitting there laughing at all of us as the children of God. But let's laugh at them back. We came up with a new tradition. Since everybody like to believe in lies and nonsense, let's see if we could go ahead and start one of our own. There's a golden crawfish in the bayou made of pure gold. If you catch him and you make him pinch you on your left titty, a whole table full of crawfish and potatoes will pop up. Okay? 1